Good morning, Divine Feminine. I'm super excited to be on with you guys. It's been a little minute since I did a reading. I was traveling to Chicago last weekend. This weekend I'll be going to Denver, but I will be recording throughout the week just to make sure my videos do upload on the weekend because I missed you guys and I don't want to leave you hanging. I do want to take a moment to say thank you to all of you guys that continue to support me. I'm so grateful, so grateful. If you're new and this message resonates, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys are liking these videos, commenting on the videos. I just appreciate all support, all love at all times. That being said, we're going to go ahead and bless this reading. I want to ask the universe, our angels, guides, ancestors, and mentors to be present and make me a clear channel for the collective. I want to ask the universe to protect us during this reading by placing a giant bubble around us all. Filling that bubble with bright white lights, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. All right, so let's see what's cracking for us this week. Mercury's in retrograde. There's a lot of energies going on. Ooh, jumping cards, but I want them to flip or fall out, please. Messages for my Divine Feminine. Messages for my Divine Feminine. Okay. First card out, 8 of Cups. Ugh, the energy feels so nice, like there's some major stuff going on. 5 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Okay, we got the 4 of Swords coming out. Okay. Are those together? They are. 8 of Wands and the Ace of Cups, and then we'll get an outcome card. Whoa. All right, Page of Pentacles. Okay, Divine Feminine. And the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. Sounds good. 2 aces, Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands. So with the 8 of Cups falling out first, this week brings the opportunity to walk away from something that has left you in the 5 of Pentacles energy. You're very emotional this week. I do see some of you guys starting your menstrual cycles. I'm also just seeing that maybe this week you're not, because of this heartbreak, you're not really feeling, it's not really a heartbreak, but because you're having to walk away from something, which could be a heartbreak, you're not really feeling up to yourself. And so there's going to be some moments throughout the week where you're like, oh my goodness, but the energy doesn't last very long because the 8 of Wands and the Ace of Cups followed that. So it's like there's instant or quick abundance flowing in, quick happiness, but there is something that you are unfortunately having to walk away from. Divine Feminine, I feel like you have been walking away repeatedly. It's almost like every couple of weeks you're having to walk away from mindsets, people, situations, careers. Like the changes that are happening for you are very rapid. And so this week, once again, there's something that you're walking away from, and there's something that has just, your intuition has honestly been on your head about it for a little bit. The energy's been kind of lingering. You've maybe tried to hold on to it, or you were like, no, it's not time. I don't want to. I'm going to give this person another chance. I want to give this job another week. But this week, the universe is like, no, because every single time you've continued to give this person another chance, or you've continued to wait another week at this job, or you've continued to do whatever it is that you're trying to prolong doing, like you prolong or keep holding on to, even though you've been guided to let it go, it leaves you feeling this 5 of Pentacles. It doesn't leave you feeling fulfilled, and you know that you're going against your higher calling. And it's also another week that you're not getting one step closer to what your divine calling is and what your person is waiting, like the person that's waiting for you. If you're constantly spending your time focusing on those things that leave you in that 5 of Pentacles, then when are you making time to move towards the things that put you into this space? That self-love, the cup running over type of situations. Some people and places and situations that are going to make you feel Ace of Cups, that make you feel like, wow, everything that I've gone through right here was worth it. So you are moving out of the 5 of Pentacles energy, and unfortunately for some of us, it leaves us in that 4 of Swords energy. But the 4 of Swords is not a bad place to be. It's kind of just like you're not in the Three of Swords because you're not completely like, oh, but you're also still not completely healed from the situation. You know it was something that you had to let go of, and it hurts. It still doesn't hurt any less. And like I said, some of you guys are not feeling your best. Like maybe you're sick this week, or I really do see menstrual cycle for some reason. Now I know not all divine feminines are feminine, are female bodies, but for those of you that are, your cycle may be starting this week. You're going to be having those cramps, like PMSing, and so it's gonna like heighten that Five of Pentacles energy. It's gonna heighten you feeling like, oh my goodness gracious, like I don't want to put up with this. It's pissing me off, and I'm just not in the mood to handle this right now, which is not a bad thing, because we all feel that way sometimes. But like I said, the energy doesn't stay around very long, because we instantly go into the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So there's going to be something this week that comes in. It could be an offer of love, or it could be a new job offer. It's going to be a message that really makes you feel the flow of abundance, that really makes you feel like, okay, it was worth it to walk away from this. And it happens so quickly that you don't even realize. It's like one day you're like this, and then the very next morning you're receiving a message, or you're receiving a shout out, you're receiving something that's fast, and it's like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. So it was worth it to walk away. It was worth it to start my week off, having to cut this energy off, because once I do, and I show the universe that I'm serious this time, boom, abundance is flowing in. And for some of you guys, you've already cut the energy off, and so the Five of Pentacles and Four of Swords energy is kind of where you've already been, where you've been sitting right now. And so you're gonna be this week really early on experiencing something extremely unexpected that makes you really see that the new beginning that you've been promised for so long is actually finally here. And you start to see literal signs of that in your physical reality with the Page of Pentacles here. It's like you're really going to receive the message, or you're going to receive that email with the job offer, or maybe it's already been sitting in your inbox and you just haven't checked your email in a long time, because I do feel like for some of you guys it is electronic communication that comes in, and it puts you in a space of where you're like, this is it. And now you're starting to see that your Ace of Wands is here, and you get to move in. Like you come on with the Eight of Cups walking away, and then you're on that motorcycle, Eight of Wands. It's like you get to moving, and you're moving towards what feels good to you, what is in alignment with your heart. And I feel like you're just at peace this week, Divine Feminine. Like, I know some things have ended. I know some things you have had to walk away, and I know there's been a lot of changes for you over the past couple weeks. I know this for myself. Like, I have looked up and blinked, I feel like, and I was like, oh shit, like, where am I now? Like, what just happened? And then you're here, you're moving, there's no other way to look at it. So the Ace of Cups is like, continue to follow what feels good to you, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense to society or even to yourself, because I'm not gonna lie, some things I've been experiencing or have been called to do don't make sense to me. I'm like, okay, but I do it because I don't know, but there's an inner knowing. You guys know when you know, you know. So you're going to be called to do some things. Like I said, they may be out of the norm. They may be out of your box, out of your comfort zone, but when you feel that calling, go for it, because you're being called to your ultimate abundance. You're being called to your eternal happiness and what is going to bring you just joy, and just cup runneth over. You're just going to feel really good. Like those days of you feeling this Five of Pentacles, I'm not saying that you're not going to have your one and twos, where you're like, oh, I'm just not feeling today. But for a lot of us, this was our lives, like always feeling Five of Pentacles, always putting other people first, always in situations that we knew we should have been walking away from, but for whatever reason, we wanted to continue to keep this person in our lives. We didn't want to let go. We had these issues. It was like we couldn't really get our Ten of Pentacles. We couldn't really grasp what was in alignment with us. And now those days are over. That's not the life we're living anymore. 2020 is such a magical year. It is bringing life changes for you. So for those of you guys that aren't feeling the energy, I hope you grab onto it this spring, because that's when 2020 really jump starts. That's when it really begins. And that's when we really start to see these things flowing in. So it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Eight of Cups. Oh. I thought a card fell out. I don't know what that was. Eight of Cups. Clarity on the Eight of Cups. Okay. Wow. We got the Queen of Pentacles. I'm loving this reading. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Guys, I woke up this morning feeling good. It's about to be hot out here in Kansas City. I'm super pumped to get out in nature. Ooh, we got the Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups. I'm going to get outside today and go out in nature. Go get my nails done and a pedicure. Taking care of myself. Ah, Four of Swords. Double Ace of Cups. Do what? Okay. Okay. Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Woo! Ah, sorry, guys. That was... Alright, I'm going to take all three. I was going to say that's too many cards, but these are nice. So we got that Ten of Cups right there. We got the Fool. And we got the Star. What? Okay. And then the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Eight of Swords right there. We are moving away from those things that don't feel good. We got the High Priestess. And I think this, of all of the High Priestess decks that or tarot decks that I have, this is my favorite High Priestess. I don't know what it is, but she just looks incredible. All right. So with the Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Eight of Cups, you are really seeing your own power. You're really getting back to a space of seeing who you are, remembering who you are. There's been a lot of things that have been thrown your way. There's been a lot of tests, a lot of times where you're in the center of chaos, and it's almost like your entire life has been a tornado. When you decided to walk away from those things that you've been receiving the messages about walking away from, and if you haven't walked away, then this week there's something that the straw that breaks the camel's back, and then you're out. You're done. You're really, it's like you have an epiphany of like, do they not know who the fuck I am? Or did I forget who the fuck I am? Like, did I forget who the fuck I was? And so this week you instantly remind yourself of that, or you are reminded from your divine, you are reminded through this message, you are reminded through your life circumstances, and you start to realize, you know what, I've got to drop this, because when I drop this, or now that I have dropped this, I am back into the space of being in charge of my own life. I didn't work this hard to get this far to allow any energy that doesn't serve me to keep lingering and making me feel less than, or making me feel like I don't deserve what's coming to me. No, you deserve everything that is in alignment with you. You deserve the world. And that is exactly what you're going to get. You have a lot of opportunities flowing in, and you're going to really start to see the fruits of your labor and the fruits of what happens when you walk away and live a life that is in alignment with your truth. For some of you guys, this Eight Cups is like you're walking away from everything you've known. Nothing in your life looks familiar now. I know for me, this is the case. Like, walking away from everything that has been familiar to me, relationships, family, connect, like everything. And it's scary on the other side of that. But if you want something different, you have to do something different. In order to do something different, you've got to make big moves. Big moves mean that sometimes everyone is not going to agree with what you're doing. And yes, you're going to hurt some people when you're walking away, but it's not you hurting them. They hurt themselves, because obviously there was a reason that you are called to have to do this. You didn't want to, because like I said, there's been an energy of this lingering around, like things you've had to leave for some time. You've been holding on or trying your hardest not to have to walk away, trying your hardest not to have to make this the end, or make this have to be the situation at hand, but it's here. And so now you're saying, this is it. I've got to do what I have to do for me. If you're not physically walking away from people, then this is just mindsets. This is stuff that you've already known about. It's nothing new that's came in. It's nothing that catches you by surprise. You've known for some time and you've been putting it off because you didn't want to have to leave it. Who wants to leave everything that they've known? Who wants to leave people that are familiar to them, that in some sense bring them a form of comfort, even if it's not healthy? Who wants to have to, change their beliefs or go against the grain, go against what their family is saying, going against everything that society has taught them? It's a scary side to be on. But when you do, you're the Queen of Pentacles. You are the queen of your own world, and you start to see a life beyond your dreams. You start to see things that others only dream of, that they don't even understand what is happening. And so it's a beautiful place to sit on the other side of this. It's a beautiful place to sit in this inner knowing and in this inner peace. I really feel like your life is in your hands now, and the opportunities and the synchronicities and the messages that flow into you are so divinely guided and just beautiful. They lead to very lucrative beginnings. You're going to have financial success, love success, success within your relationships, success within your friendships. You're attracting things to you that are now in alignment with the person that you've become, and no longer sent here to trigger you to continue to grow, because we all are going to keep growing. So I don't want to say that we just stop, we've reached the plateau. No, we're going to keep growing, but we had to shed a lot. So in order to shed a lot, you've had to come face to face with a lot of demons. You've had to come face to face with a lot of darkness. You've had to come face to face with the darkness within yourself. And now that you've done that, you're able to move forward in a new, clear way, and in a way where things are just going to continue to flow into your life easily and effortlessly. Yes, you are going to be sad sometimes. We all get sad sometimes. We all have those moments of like, oh, but those days will not be the majority. They will be the minority, to the point where when those days happen, you instantly know how to get yourself out of them, because that's not the space you live in. These kind of days become foreign to you. The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Cups. So there's something that you've had to leave that has left you feeling confused. I feel like every single time the situation has been around, for some of you guys, a lot of you, it is a person that has left you feeling out in the cold. But every single time the situation, like that person's come around, it puts you in this space of conflict. It puts you in a space of conflict within yourself, conflicting thoughts, going back and forth. Do I want to keep them? Are they going to do this? And it's like, no. If a person makes you confused about how they feel, or how you feel about them, or how your life can fit with this person, then the chances are they weren't meant to be there. And I know for a lot of us, we've held on to connections just because they're familiar, that always leave us in the Five of Cups or Five of Pentacles. It's like, okay, well, it feels good when we're good, but when we're bad, we're really always here. Who wants to hold on to that? Or the job, like, oh, I only love my job on payday. If you only love your job on payday, you don't need to stay there. Some of you guys, literally, it's like the whole week or 2 weeks that you're working, you hate every single day, but you make good money. So you're like, oh, well, payday comes, you see your check, and you're like, I love my job. No, that's not how it should be. No one should have to live a life where they hate the majority of their life, or the majority of the days there, just for the few good days. Every day is supposed to be good, with a few bad days or a few minor hiccups. The bad days are supposed to be the minority, not the good days. You shouldn't want a job where you're only happy on payday. You shouldn't want a job, or a job where, when your boss is giving you treats and stuff, it's cool, but your actual job sucks. You shouldn't want a person that, when you're good, but then you have those months where it's bad, or this person ignores you, or they cut you off randomly, or they make you feel less than. No, you should be treated like a queen or like a king every single day. You should feel good about your life and the direction that you are heading every single day. You may have hiccups where, ego tries to step in and get in the driver's seat, but no, you're not meant to live in a state of confusion all the time, or constantly having to, fight unknown forces, or having to defeat things. This is time for you to move out of the Five of Pentacles, out of that Five of Wands, and move into a life that is in alignment with your dreams and with your goals and who you are as a person and who you've become. Everyone's not going to understand that. Like I said, some of you guys are starting your period this week. I feel that heavily. I don't normally say stuff like that, but that's what I'm saying because that's what I'm called to. But the Ace of Cups is like, you see the silver lining. That's why the Three of Swords did not come out. Because it's like, okay, let me make sure it's not at the bottom. Nope, the Ace of Wands is still at the bottom. And then the Eight of Swords is at the other deck. So it's like, you see the silver lining. You know why you have to walk away from the situation. You know why things play the way that they play. Although you may be sad this week or you feel like, oh, I didn't want to have to do that. Like this was the last resort. But you knew all along that it was what you needed to do. Then you get into this Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is here 2 times. So this means that this week brings you ultimate happiness. Like, it's no small week. It's no week where I might have a couple events that make me happy. No, like this is a preview of what is to come. This is a preview of the divinity and the beauty that is within your life and that is going to be what you call your life. You are going to look so appealing to others. Also, this is a week where you're very attractive. Your energy is so bold and so fierce. And this isn't even just this week. This is just like the rest of your life. Honestly, like everywhere you go, people will notice you. Everywhere you go, people will see that light and the beauty within. Even if you feel outside like, oh, I am not looking my best, you are going to be out and about and people just are drawn to you. You're going to see babies staring at you and men staring at you and women staring at you and just people giving you compliments randomly, and your friends that are surrounding you now or that are coming in, they're going to admire you. Like you're very admirable. You're very abundant. And even if you haven't started to see the things flowing in, I promise you they are on the way. It's all in our energetic field. It is all around us. 2020 is the life-changing year. Whatever moves you're making right now, whatever steps you're putting in motion, whatever goals and visions that you have, keep building upon them. Even if you are not seeing things flowing right now, continue to build upon what you're doing. And guys, for those of you that this isn't pertaining to a job, if you can't just up and quit your job, obviously you need to, have money flowing in. Maybe start doing what you are trying to build or what you want to do part-time. And then you'll eventually see that the universe blesses you to the point where you can walk away from that job. You can start doing what you want to do full-time. You're going to come face to face with the opportunities to allow you to do that. We got the Fool, the Star, and the Ten of Cups. What a group of cards to come out is clarity for the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This means that this all is happening so fast that you can't even tell that you just took a leap of faith. It's like the universe is guiding you and you have healed so much. The darker days have already flowed over. The storm has already passed. You're in your Ten of Cups, like you're on the way there. That's what you take this leap of faith to. And the opportunity comes in so quick that you don't even really see that you just took the opportunity. You don't even feel like you jumped off the cliff. That's what I feel like. Sometimes the Fool energy can feel like, oh, goodness gracious, I'm jumping off of a cliff. I need to think about this. I need to weigh my options. But whatever comes in for you right now is coming in so fast. You don't even have time to weigh your options. You don't even realize that you've jumped off the cliff. You look around and you're just flying. You're just flying. Like that's what our life has become. And I really do feel like the healing that has taken place, it happened so quickly for you, even though when you were in it, it feels like, why? Whoa, please. But like, no, you have healed so fast and so quickly that it's gone. It changes everything. Everything is changing for you. And on the other side of this, you have the Ten of Cups, and your ancestors, guides, angels, and mentors are over there like, woo, 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 woo. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. They're sending you all these synchronicities and all these signs. And I feel like your angelic team this week is just fucking pumped. Like, honestly, that's the energy that's surrounding you. Fucking pumped. You have new beginnings here. You are taking a leap of faith and you are going out on a limb. Also, your intuition is on point. So if you receive those offers, because all the glitters isn't gold, some of the things that you're having to walk away from, they're going to come to you and try to say, oh, please, no. No, please. Like, I promise you this time is going to be different because I've seen all the work that you've done and you've inspired me to be something different, you know? Or your boss is like, no, don't quit. You know, we were working on getting that thing in the break room that you've been asking about, and it's coming. It's coming. Just hang tight. You've already been hanging tight. Follow your intuition and don't allow, you know, that darkness to try to win, because you're already conquering it. You're defeating it. And when you defeat things, when you're on the brink of greatness like this, obviously everyone's going to want to stay around you. And like I said, y'all are looking good and feeling good. So if you're walking away from a person, hell yeah, they're not going to want to let you go. They do know you're a catch. They may really love you, and they do from where they can, but you've outgrown that love because you love yourself more than that. And you honestly can't settle for things that don't love you as much as you love yourself. Wow. The number 29, seeing the true you, is our Sacred Rebels card. So continue to follow and honor your own intuition and your own thoughts. I love springtime. It's coming and the birds are just outside singing every morning. It's so beautiful. Okay, sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is the truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. Oof. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will, at best, be distorted. It is not necessarily through ill will, it is just the mechanics of the situation. Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of sun from the moon, but not as much through direct perception. This oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections of others have of you, to the point that you may not be honoring all that you are and all that you are becoming because you believe too little of yourself. There may be those around you that are able to reflect to you more faithfully and even help you see more of your own greatness and beauty. These are the souls blessed with inner stillness. In the clear waters of their ocean of consciousness, you can come to recognize yourself with clear perception. However, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean and are unable to be still enough to genuinely receive and reflect your light back to you. There's no judgment here. Each takes the path of self-healing that is available and appropriate at any given time. However, to attempt to see the magnificence of a sun in a very partial moon doesn't make too much sense. If you're blessed with those in your life who can show you the beauty within you, wonderful. Even so, this oracle comes to you with the task you are now ready for. You are to begin to develop the art of direct perception. This is the ability to recognize yourself, not only in the eyes of others, but from how you feel about yourself, how you experience yourself, and how you observe yourself with compassion and kindness from within. This is a step towards a radical empowerment that does not require perfection in order for you to recognize that you are lovable and have much to offer. It is empowerment based on the acceptance of all that you are, working with your strengths, tending to your weaknesses, and being loving, encouraging, and nurturing of all that you perceive. As you continue on this journey, you will not only see your human self, but the eternal within you. This is a breathtaking experience that opens you up to the creative energy that flows abundantly through all of life. It is an experience that takes great preparation because we must be strong within our own self-love and acceptance to be able to hold acceptance for all of life. This oracle is nudging you into that preparation, for when you have the experience of truly beholding yourself, all judgment, fear, and doubt will fall away, and you will just know yourself to be sacred. Then you will be asked to embrace the deeper journey of sacred rebellion against judgment and fear, and into passionate creativity and unconditional trust in life. This oracle comes with a special message for you. If you are getting confused about who you are and your motives or actions based on what others are saying or how they are responding to you, step back. In your quest to be a responsible person, you may be unintentionally taking on the feelings of others, making their reflections of you more than they are in the truth. More often than not, reflections are more about the state of the reflector than that which is being reflected. Let those external perceptions go. Can you just acknowledge yourself? Do so and be free. Your healing process is say with feeling, I now break any contract I have ever made with another, consciously or unconsciously, that has given them power over me, power over my sense of self, the authority to approve or reject me or anything about me, including my voice, my body, my creativity, my spirituality, and my way of living. Of my own free will, I now choose to directly perceive my own inner beauty and turn within with kindness and compassion to see myself through the eyes of unconditional love. So be it. Wow. Divine Feminine, we are who we are, and we are becoming more of ourselves every single day. Continue to shine your beauty. Continue to be everything that everyone told you would never be, and then some. Allow your dreams to come true and really be in this energy. 2020 is the year of making dreams come true. Be on the right side of history. I love you guys, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this collective. Please like, please share, please subscribe. I'm sending you lots of positive energy. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you.